Hello.
Hello.
It's Zoe.
And this is Dan.
And this is the Dan&Zoe Podcast.
I'm glad to be back, guys. As usual, we will start the episode off with a few words from Zoe.
Wait, are we not going to address the fact that we haven't done anything?
No, we're on schedule.
What?
We're on schedule.
We're literally not.
Every week, guys, new podcast.
Sure. I mean,
we're on track.
It's not like we're like that big, so who cares?
Who cares,
in
right?
In reality. But also...
People should just be blessed to get the podcast.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I heard another podcast. I'm not going to say names.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I'm just going to say it was good. It was nice. And what I got from them was that they sounded way more energetic.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I sound like I'm sad all the time.
But no, that's the thing. You have a very calming voice, you know. Everyone always says that.
I'm not here to be calm.
Well, still, people like listening to you.
I'm aggressive in reality.
Well, you can make aggressive statements
with a calm voice
while soothing people's ears and brains.
Hitler? I feel like that was Hitler.
Was it Hitler?
I don't know. I feel like it would have been a good character trait for him.
Well,
to have a calming voice.
To have a calming... I'm going to stop right there.
What?
I was like, I've seen enough Hitler speeches online.
What? Why?
There's like these parody montages of Hitler speaking, and there's nothing calming about his voice, let me tell you that.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Now everyone thinks I'm a Nazi.
No. It was just for scientific reasons, right?
Obviously.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, you would be one of the first people that Hitler would kill.
Yeah.
So.
It's my nose.
It's also your hair and eyes.
And my beard.
Yeah. Everything. So, you know.
And my terrible complexion.
Interesting complexion.
To my interesting complexion.
Yeah.
Yes, say the least.
Well, before we start, please give me the announcement of what I'm going to do.
Excuse me?
Just tell them what I'm going to do before we start.
Right. So Zoe, as usual, is going to give us a little talk about some things that have been happening to her. Or just some things she has seen or witnessed or wants to talk about for a bit. So go on.
As usual, I don't have anything in mind.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go with the first thing on the top of my head, which is, guys, Karl Lagerfeld passed away.
Yeah.
Dan didn't know who that was.
No, I didn't.
I was shook, but I also was shook for his passing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we should give him a moment of silence. Okay. And for those who don't know, he was the creative director of Chanel and Fendi, and he was an amazing photographer. And apparently his latest muse was Lily Rose Depp, which I don't really believe. But
really?
Yeah, no, she was the face of Chanel for a while. I think she still is.
Was it just because she's Johnny Depp's?
I don't know. That's not about what we're here for.
Right.
You know? What else?
What else
has happened
Mother.
lately? Oh, God. I watched Mother, guys.
She has been on edge since she watched it yesterday night.
No.
Well,
I'm not on edge, but I would watch it again. Like, for real.
Yeah.
And like, oh, God.
First of all, would you recommend this movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would recommend the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard bad things and good things. Jennifer Lawrence, I don't know. She's doing something different in this role, right? She's not Katniss Everdeen. She's not the blue girl from the Blue Girl movie. She's somebody completely different. And her voice is different. The way she speaks is different. I don't mind it. I heard that a lot of people had a problem with it. I'm all right.
What, was it just because she was playing a new role or genuinely because...
I guess they didn't think that she fit the role or anything.
Right.
But she is meant to play the perfect woman figure. She's meant to play the ideal archetype of a woman, mother. Can
we say what her symbolic role is?
I think she is the earth.
She's Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, this guy's... I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It's a biblical thing, okay? The entire thing is that was the biggest spoiler I could ever give, to be fair.
No. Well, they kind of shove it down your throat a lot.
Andy was almost there.
That means they're really shoving it down my throat.
Right? If
No.
Andy was almost like, Andy,
But the three
we love you, Andy.
Yeah, we love you, Andy, dearly. And I think the three things where it's okay to mention is that she's Mother Nature, the house is Earth, the man is God.
Is the house Earth?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. The house is Earth. I guess so. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. She has this big connection with the house and stuff. It was just nice. It was nice. It was a good. I don't know. I think it was a good picture of life and cycles and the man and the woman.
And apparently something happens with the baby that I need to see.
Well, you don't really need to see it. It's just.
Everything leading up to that point, I guess.
It's a brave editorial decision on their part.
I think the baby kills everyone.
It doesn't.
Well, it does something fucked up.
Okay.
Or it is fucked up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I guess that's all from these past few days with Zoe.
Watch it and tell me.
Watch it, guys. Recommended by Zoe.
This seems like the only thing I care about is horror movies and fashion.
Well, horror movies are pulling through lately.
Oh, yeah.
They're pulling through.
Although this is an old horror movie.
It is old. I think it's 2017?
Well, yeah, relatively old. It's not new.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can we talk about Suspiria as well?
Oh, God, Suspiria. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, actually, I don't think we can really talk about it too much just because we didn't have English subtitles. So anytime...
I don't think anybody ever had the English subtitles.
I think they did because 50% of the movie was in a different language.
It was in German?
Yeah, German. And because we watched it, quote unquote, legally, we didn't have access to the real subtitles that they probably would have had in the actual screening.
God, I was such a hacker with the subtitles.
Oh my God.
That was amazing.
Zoe tried to get subtitles, but it 50-50 worked.
I'm sorry. I got subtitles.
You got English subtitles for English speaking. You didn't get the English subtitles for the German speaking.
I don't think they were supposed to be. I think they wanted to leave it in German.
No.
Anyway, so Suspiria is this horror movie from the, 70s? It's old.
It's old. It's not from the 70s. It's like from the 80s.
All right.
Yeah.
Old. And they remade it now. And Tilda Swinton is in it. Also the girl from Kick-Ass or Jackass. What was the movie?
Kick-Ass. That surprised me.
She was there too. She's a good actress. She also broke up with Brooklyn Beckham.
I had no idea that was going on, but okay.
They broke up and now he has a new girlfriend. I saw her Instagram. We don't stand.
Guys.
We don't stand yet. I don't know. We stand the blonde girl from Jackass, Kick-Ass though. We stand. Also with Dakota, whoever her name was.
Dakota Johnson?
Sure.
Something.
She's pretty. And that's all the famous people I know from there. It was something.
It's great. It's pretty obvious why this wasn't a wide released movie.
Oh yeah.
As it shouldn't be a wide release movie. I don't think Mother should have been a wide release movie either.
It was on the edge. Yeah. It was on the line.
It was there. But Suspiria, on the other hand, was... No.
That was just... At the end, it was just straight up gore.
Yeah.
It was just gore.
And I was mesmerized by a lot of the visuals and the way they told the story. I don't know if I liked the acts when they...
Oh, I like that.
When they split it up. I guess it was paying homage to the first one. I guess it did it that way. But yeah, overall, I need to watch it again. I don't have a rating for it yet because I need to watch it again.
Tilda did an amazing job.
She did.
She's amazing.
She's in another upcoming movie, The Souvenir, by A24.
I saw her, yeah.
And her daughter is in that as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So got a good amount to look for.
She, I think her character was supposed to mimic this real life choreograph, Italian woman. And they do look alike as well, so that helps. And they have this elegant...
Tilda or Dakota?
Tilda.
Oh.
Because she was the choreograph.
Right.
She was the head of the... She was the mother of the house.
Yeah.
And a lot of mothers, to be fair.
I think there's 3 mothers. Mother Suspiria, Mother.
No, yeah, Mother Suspiria, Mother. You know what? All the mothers.
Well, you know all the mothers.
And also,
So much mother talk.
I meant like so much mother talk in terms of Mother the movie, and then the mothers in Suspiria. The mother is a pretty creepy character.
The last one, or just all of them, really.
All mothers,
in general.
like the mother as a character.
Yeah.
In everything ever is a creepy, interesting character.
Like when Dakota realizes, or I guess I don't know if she was always the mother internally, because she has this like spirit. I don't know if she had it since the beginning or if she got it when she was in the house, but in the end she became the mother, and it was like something else.
Yeah. So yeah, watch this as well if you like horror movies. But if you don't like gore, just don't.
It's
there is a name for it. It's
giallo.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it right, but it's a detective slasher horror gore type movie. So yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing though. I can't believe Tilda Swinton decided to act in a movie where they literally, like, the heads are literally flying.
And she plays a man.
What?
She plays the dude.
Oh, she plays the dude as well,
She plays the only other dude.
Yeah,
one of the only other dudes in the film.
She plays the grandpa.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The voice was off.
Oh, well,
yeah,
she's
but
a
still,
woman.
Yeah.
But amazing. What a brave and bold move, having in mind that before in theater, men played women because nobody wanted to hire women actresses. And now she's playing a man.
I wonder if that was something that happened in the original one. I'm sorry, we never watched the original one, so we don't know.
We should have.
Yeah.
Also, we watched something called The Favorite.
Yeah.
With Emma Stone.
Well, we sort of watched The Favorite.
I finished it.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna wait for me.
Oh, I didn't know you want to finish it.
Of course, I wanted to finish it.
I can watch it again. It's
Fuck. Okay.
It's about.
Don't spoil it, but talk about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or just don't talk about it because I don't want to spoil.
It was good. I was shook. There's a plot twist.
Did you like it? Yeah, good.
I liked it because of the representation.
Okay.
And because nobody would expect that from a movie.
It's funny. It was a funny movie, yeah.
It is funny, but also it's whimsical. It's like...
So just to clarify, I slept halfway through the movie because I was genuinely tired. The movie didn't bore me. I was very entertained by the movie. I was just genuinely tired, so...
Emma Stone did an amazing job. The Queen also... It's about Queen...
The Queen surprised me. It was
a queen that reigned for like 14 years. It was
Queen
a very
Anne?
small... Anne. It was her name.
Yeah.
Queen Anne, yeah.
But she surprised me because her other biggest role was in a British TV show called Peep Show. And I would never have thought she would get up there and do this type of stuff.
I don't think this was a very big movie.
No, but it's such a step up in role.
Yeah.
In character.
Because she's playing with the guy who plays Mycroft in BBC Sherlock. Tony from Skins. Who else was there?
Well, besides Emma Stone, I'm not sure.
Yeah. To be fair, you see Emma Stone and... What, did you have a crush on Emma Stone or was it somebody else? Who was I making fun of you that you had a crush on?
No, you're making fun of Anne Hathaway.
Daniel has he's in love with Anne Hathaway.
No comment.
What?
No comment. I never said this in my life. The only reason why you're saying this is because I know a lot of Anne Hathaway movies because as a kid I used to watch them a lot with my sisters.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
Since we have so 3 movies. That's all. That's the news. We should start.
We should start the main topic, guys.
Because it's been 14 minutes.
Okay, let's start. Okay, so back on track. I hope you enjoyed that little segment. Little is an understatement. But we are now going to bring up the topic, and that is...
Loneliness.
Loneliness, guys. We wanted to talk about it. It's a big thing. Very big thing. Whether you realize it about yourself or not. And yeah, how would you like to take the lead on this?
Are you lonely?
Me?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel lonely, sometimes I don't. It's a mood.
What's more prominent?
I'd say it's almost even. Yeah.
When do you feel lonely?
That's the thing. Just because I'm with people doesn't mean
Yeah.
I'm not feeling lonely. I don't know. It has to do with the people that I'm around. If I'm around the genuine people that I want to be with, when I want to be with them, then yeah. But the other half is just me, I guess, gliding through. I don't know. It's when I feel lonely, it's almost like I'm dissociated. That's as best as I can.
Do you feel
describe
lonely when you're alone?
No. Well, for the most part, no. No, I don't. I feel more detached when I'm with people who I don't want to be with.
Yeah.
Than when I'm alone by myself.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or not necessarily with who I don't want to be with. Also where I am. Like I told you about the story in London.
But that's not about detachment. I'm talking about pure
loneliness.
Loneliness.
Yeah. I mean, I felt that when I was there, regardless. But yeah, I don't know. Loneliness it's something that's going to happen eventually to you. Regardless on how good your social or personal mental health is going, you will still feel lonely at some point. It is a mood that happens, just like happiness, just like sadness. You experience loneliness. So it's nothing that should be uncommon, I guess.
Do you believe in the statement that we live alone and we die alone?
I don't think I do.
Is it because I brainwashed you? Or
No. It's because, first of all, I don't think I should even make a comment on that statement because I haven't thought about it too much. But no, I don't think it is. Just from now, my own personal way. I don't think it is too true.
Okay.
Maybe if I sit down and think about it, my opinion will change. But in my mindset right now, no.
Okay.
I don't think it's true.
Okay.
But yeah. Do you feel lonely?
Maybe sometimes I feel alone more than lonely.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like there's a significant difference between the two, even though I can't pinpoint it. I think loneliness is more a state of mind, where alone is a physical need to be with somebody when there's nobody around.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not lonely because you know that your housemate's going to be home soon, or your friend's going to be around soon, or you're going to go somewhere tomorrow and check on somebody and stuff. But most time in uni, for example, I feel alone 100%. I don't feel like I have a lot of people to hang out with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess in terms of social crowds, based on how other people in my house interact with other people, in comparison to me, I will naturally feel more lonely or alone. I don't know which one you described as.
But that's not weird because last year you had a lot of people around you. This year, not that many.
I feel less lonely this year than I did last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel less lonely. Yeah. Sorry, a little mix of
I'm
word
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I made it hard for us with the two terms of lonely and alone.
Right.
I just wanted to get across the fact that being lonely is like, as you said, you can be lonely in a crowd. You can be lonely in a room full of people. Whereas alone, you can be alone in a room full of people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I feel alone. I don't know. Actually, I don't feel. No. I don't feel alone a lot of times because there are a lot of people around me physically, but I do feel lonely more than anything. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's very hard, especially when you change your surroundings and when you go from living with your parents who you've known for your entire life to living with complete strangers here in uni or wherever, in college in America or whatever, wherever you decide to go, going to school with completely different people. And if you don't, it's almost like a race in the beginning to find some people you want to be friends with. But then just because everybody is trying so hard, is it really, real, a thing? Because everybody tries in the beginning of when they start university.
Yeah. But then after time, it's like, okay, I found these people. I guess I'm done.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you're done?
Definitely not. I don't feel like I'm done. I just feel like with the people that are around me and who I've met so far, I've picked and choose who I want to be close with.
Okay.
And that part's done.
I don't think you picked anybody.
No, you don't pick necessarily on purpose, but it sort of just happens. You become closer to some people more than other, not by...
With your situation with the house specifically, because right now...
Yeah, that wasn't by choice. That was a lot of luck, I would say.
But that's what I'm thinking. Like, if you had ended up with other people, would you have then figured out that you can be close with them and thought to yourself, oh, this was great luck, and then actually the people you are friends with now are in a different house and you never actually touch base ever again?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say that I can't find
no
people that are better. Or I mean, it wouldn't happen in a different scenario.
I'm just wondering if the friends we find here in these circumstances are just us being like, okay, I'm in a house with this person, or I'm in a course with this person, so it's expected by the status quo for me to be friends with this person.
Because in the end, you are living with them and you're in a closed
and you
house
try
with them.
and you become friends because everybody essentially has good parts. And it's not that hard to click with somebody.
Also because for living, you need to be close with the people in where you live.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is this real friendship, or is this like because of the circumstances this happened because these people are kind of cool and like okay?
Yeah, I mean you won't know. It's a scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I know a lot of people who were lonely when they came here first.
Yeah?
Yeah, because like I have a lot of international friends, and even English people are lonely when they come here.
Yeah.
But as an international person, it feels worse, way worse, because you are...
At least
there's a huge, huge gap. Like, there's a fucking hole between you and...
If I came from... Instead of coming to college, and if I finished over there high school and I was 18, then I came here straight to uni, that would have been a completely different outcome for me. Because at least I had the 2 years of being here and familiarizing myself with the system, with the regime, with the people. Instead of just being jumped into uni, where I guess however you are in uni stays. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. It's like...
Who said that?
No one. I'm saying it.
What?
I don't know. It's like, because there's this saying where it's like, oh, the friends you make in uni are the friends you make for life. I don't know. And I guess there's a lot of stigma, I guess is the right word to use. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where how you are in uni is, I guess, what follows you for your whole life.
Oh, you mean your character?
Your character.
But,
yeah.
But do you think you would have been lonelier and you would have had a harder time making friends if you came straight to uni rather than to college first?
Yes and no. Because if I came straight from Lebanon to here, I would have been purely not exposed to how people are like here, and therefore I would have just been me from how I was in Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
And the friends who I'd make, when me just being me from Lebanon, would be so rare but so close.
Yeah.
But whereas now it's more like, okay, I'm familiar with people. I know to talk to people here, so I can just talk.
Yeah.
and go around.
Because you are now not you.
Not me that I was in Lebanon coming straight to here.
Yeah.
Which is a different person, different character.
You are now somebody who's been boiled down to understand these people.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't put boiled down.
What would
I can just understand them, and that's it.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't think if you're implying that I degraded myself.
No.
Yeah.
I'm asking like how. What was the thing?
It's just added knowledge on knowing how to communicate with people, because it's not even that communicating with people here is so different. It's me being so unaware socially when I was in Lebanon.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't have been able to communicate.
Yeah, but you
properly.
made friends.
I didn't make friends first year of college.
No, you made friends in Lebanon the way you were.
Yeah, I did.
And are you still friends with them?
We still message, yeah.
You are still friends.
Yeah.
One of them came around last year.
Yeah, they came and visited me.
From America.
From America.
If I'm right, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think that anybody... I'm not going to ask that because I don't want to put you in the spot to answer, but... So, you were a different person and you were socially unaware, yet you made friends that were close enough to stick around until now, 5-6 years later.
Yeah.
And to also come and visit you from America.
One of them.
Okay, one of them. But, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering, these friends, are they more valuable? Or, that's also a bit harsh. Are they more real and more naturally made friendships than the ones that you made after you understood the social cue and after you got familiarized with how people are? Because before it was you, unique and, you know, weird and like gross and whatever you were, making bonds with people. I pushed my microphone with people who are also very unique, because back then not everybody could stomach you. Right? Whereas now, everybody likes you.
That's a claim.
You're a likable person. That is a claim. And I think so, because I don't think anybody...
I don't believe that. I'm not saying the whole likable person thing. I'm saying that almost everyone I interact with is going to like me.
No, I'm just saying you're a likable person. So
Sure.
Anyway.
So moving on.
I said that.
Yeah. Is it more organic? Yes. From Lebanon. Although I wouldn't put people who I actually do classify as my best friends here over or under, you know, the people from Lebanon.
Can it be compared?
Yes. Anything can be compared. But I still wouldn't, at least now, put any of them over any right now.
So they're at the same level?
They're at the same level. In terms of which one's more organic, I would say the ones in Lebanon. I would say the ones that are more me understanding how I should talk here. But it's not even that I'm talking in a complete different way. It's just knowing how to communicate the things that I would like to communicate from when I was 16 or younger. But I just now know how to properly do it. And now that I can actually shower and brush my teeth and not make anyone, you know, disgusted
gross.
And appalled from me.
Gross.
It's definitely going to be much easier to find friends. So put that in perspective.
Oh my God.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know, when back in Lebanon when I was an early teen, I used to pretty much rarely ever shower.
You're disgusting.
Yeah, I was disgusting. I'm not disgusting. I was disgusting.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And yeah.
How old was that? Please clarify.
Latest was 14 when this happened. 14, 15. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So pretty much the year before I came to London again for college.
Okay.
Is when I decided to change my ways. But back on topic.
Yeah, well, okay. Since you...
Although I can't really ask that question to you because, you know, you have your closest friends here are Bulgarian.
Yep.
and it's fortunate and unfortunate, both at the same time.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't want this. I didn't try to do this, by the way.
yeah, it wasn't done on purpose or anything.
I didn't try to have only Bulgarian friends ever.
Mhm.
I
So-
never. That's the thing. Like, maybe if I had.
They just came to you,
No, they didn't come to me.
or you went to them because of Bulgarian society.
No, I found them
Mhm.
in a natural way, in the way you find friends, but I never found English people in the same way,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Mhm.
Not yet, at least. I hope I do at some point,
Yeah.
but I guess not yet. Sure. I mean, cool.
Mm.
But yeah, and I also don't know any other Bulgarian person who has English friends.
Hmm.
Which is, I don't know if many of the Bulgarian people have English friends. But as far as I'm concerned, no, not like 9 out of 10 of them would not be close with English people. Even though they study in England and 99% of the people here are English. Well, that's a stupid statistic to make because they're probably less than 99%. But
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people here are English, you know.
But it's interesting because my friends from Lebanon, a lot of them are now in America, and the ones that are in America in college, university, have close friends that are American, and they're doing fine. Although one of them is purely American, but just studied in Lebanon for a really long time. The other one came from Saudi or Qatar, the guy who visited me, and he's doing fine in America. He has, some close friends there. I don't speak to him enough to know the details of these friendships, but from what I gathered from pictures, messages he sends and whatnot into the big group chat, it's fairly safe to say that he's close with them.
Maybe it's our problem then. Or, I don't know, because I also have American friends here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know who to blame it on, me or English people. But because I don't want to blame an entire nation,
I don't think
I would rather blame myself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's something that we can put blame on. I think it's
very
different people
difficult.
coming to a different country trying to meet different people who...
Yeah, and it's very, very, it's very cynical and very gross to me. All the advertising of universities involves showing groups of people. It's
Mhm.
always, in every prospectus, in every video ad, in everything, you would see a group of people hanging out together, having the best fun. All of them, every color, every nation together, all is good, all is fine. Where in reality, this is not true at all. At all.
When they advertise a diversity, it's forced.
Oh, yeah.
It's always forced.
Like, it is a diverse university.
Yes.
And every university here is diverse.
Mhm.
But people find their quota and they stick to it.
Yeah.
And they don't mix.
No.
And it was so funny because last week, I went to court with my seminar group, and we were outside of court waiting. By the way, we went to court to report, okay? We weren't sued or anything yet.
I thought she got sued.
Yeah, anyway. And we went out, and you could clearly see like 3 or 4 groups of people forming.
Mhm.
And it was so funny and horrible because
It's hysterical.
I haven't been like that before. Of course, there are groups. Yeah. Back home, there were groups as well based on interests, mostly in Bulgaria. Because in a Bulgarian school in the center of Sofia, you won't get... Well, you do get kind of diversity, but they don't... Like, Bulgaria is not extremely diverse, but still, we weren't based on nationality. The division wasn't based on nationality because there weren't different nationalities.
Yeah.
There weren't different races in my class. I unfortunately didn't have any classmates of color. I was only surrounded by white kids. So everybody was privileged,
Mhm.
and that made us divide on interests and on how much you study. So if you're a nerd or not,
Mhm.
right? But even then, it wasn't so harsh ever. I don't remember ever people being so harsh to each other based on division,
Yeah.
right? So that only makes me think that dividing on interests is not nearly as strong as dividing on nation-based systems and whatever else. I'm not saying, again, I don't want to say that people are racist or xenophobic or anything.
I think it's just people understand that from a different background, there are different ways of working, different ways of
Talking,
different ways of
everything. Yeah.
And so it doesn't mix and match a lot of the times. I don't want to say it a lot of times, but
And it's not only English people doing that, right? It's also me. I'm doing it too. And I guess I'm probably doing it like without noticing.
Yeah.
Because I do actively look for Bulgarian people to be friends with as well. Now that I'm, with the society and stuff.
Yeah, like in my 2 years here, I've met one Lebanese student, and that was on a shoot I went to last week. And I mean, we talked, but it wasn't anything that was forced. I wasn't going to force a friendship just because she's Lebanese.
Yeah, of course not.
But when I realized that, it was like, I don't know. It was like I almost forgot about Lebanon. It's like there's literally no one else from there around. At least not that I've met. And then in the 2 years that I've been here, a Lebanese student, I was like, whoa.
There's probably so many.
There probably is, definitely. But they're not as prominent as other countries, of course, understandably. But yeah, I mean, in Lebanon, it's completely different. Everyone always comes up to me and they're like, well, they don't come up to me, but they're always like, how do you do this 3,000 essay?
Yeah.
Like the day before. And everyone, I'm not even trying to rub myself off, but everyone almost despises that I do that because I come from a different work ethic in Lebanon. In Lebanon, we would read a poem in an hour class, and then for the rest of the 40 minutes, 30 minutes, we write a 2,000, 3,000 word essay on that poem.
Yeah, we used to do that too, yeah.
And when people ask me, like, how do you do it? I'm like, it's just how it is, Like, I'm sure work ethics in Asia are completely blow us out of the water over here. And it's incomparable. Well, it is comparable, but it's on different levels.
It's different, yeah.
It's on different levels, and I have a completely different way of working. It's all based off how I was brought up, how I was taught everything, and I don't know. I prefer to work alone a lot of the times when I'm here.
People have been taught differently. It's normal.
Yeah.
Like, people here have been taught to work in one way. You have been taught to work in a different way. I have been taught to work in a third way, right? But then that's all right. But then it comes to how you've been taught to talk, how you've been taught to be friends, how you've been taught to eat. Last year I got so much shit for what I ate. That's not even funny though. Like, I never found it funny. I never thought it was banter. And no matter how many times they said it's banter, I didn't think it was funny, because when you sit down to eat something that your mom has been cooking for you your whole life,
and for someone to come up to you and be like, that looks disgusting,
and like to fake barf, like, thanks, dude. Go eat your fucking Scotch egg, okay? Or whatever it is, and leave me alone with my food. So
yeah.
And I was friends with my flatmates last year, and I'm still friends with them. I would consider them friends because I did share with them and stuff.
It's understandable for them to play as a joke the first few times.
No, yeah.
But you told me that
it happened consistently throughout the year.
Yeah, this
until
is a
the end of
consistent
the
thing.
year.
Yeah.
For sure.
Which is a different story.
Yeah.
That's...
But I guess they feel the same way when I tell them, why are you fucking doing your dishes in a bucket? And maybe in their heads, they're like, who the fuck is this Bulgarian woman coming over here telling me how to do something my mom has taught me how to do for the past 20 years of my life, and she's coming over here telling me how to wash dishes? Who the fuck are you? Go back. Like, what?
Go back.
Literally go back to your own country and wash dishes the way you want to wash dishes. Why are you talking even, you know? Which is understandable, and it's unavoidable. And because they put up such a facade, universities, that like everybody is friends and differences don't exist. Differences exist big time. And they're not, some of them really cannot be overcome. And maybe there's a way around them, but it really should be talked through, because we are being fed some lies that we can ignore our differences and we can be blind for everything, for every aspect of our personalities and for every aspect of our culture. We can be blind for it in order to be friends, where in reality there are some things that are annoying for other cultures. And it's true.
People think the problem is trying to this is a quote, I'm not saying this, that you have to be colorblind, you know, like with different people, like everyone's the same. But the problem isn't color, it's culture. It's coming from different backgrounds and not being able to fully communicate or fully be close with other people that are from different backgrounds.
And because this is about loneliness, I just like, it's easy to get lonely in an environment like this, okay? Like, when I came here, I was with the mindset that I'm going to make, because I'm that type of person, I've always been that type of person who, I've always wanted to have a brother or a sister. I've always wanted to have somebody my age, because I'm very extroverted. I like being around people all the time. And living with people my age was like, whoa, that would be so cool. I can't wait to go over there and be best friends with my housemates, with my flatmates, you know? Whereas everybody here was ready and fully aware that they probably won't even speak to their flatmates. I went over there, and in my first day, I got them together in the kitchen, and I made them talk to each other. And like, I was weird, and of course it was embarrassing for me, and maybe they thought I was crazy, for sure. But now they live together. I of course don't live with them because they didn't like me enough, but you know, at least they are friends, which is good, because every night for the first semester I would message the group chat and be like, come eat dinner together, because you live in the same flat. How many flats ate dinner together?
That's the difference between how you approached it and how I approached it. Because I wanted to be close with people. But you knew what you were coming. You knew where you were coming. You knew what you were coming to. Not really.
But because of college, you said yourself.
Sure. But in my head, I was like, okay, this is university. I understand that the type of people that I know here, 70 or 80% of them aren't even going to uni. So maybe in uni, everything's going to be different. Maybe people who go there are different than everyone here, you know, because they actually went to uni. Second of all, I don't know. It's a different area. I was like, I'm sure Bournemouth is different than the way London is, you know, or at least I hoped. But no, I mean, and I came with the mindset of obviously trying to be friends with my flatmates, but I guess I played it more safe. I just got close to the first person that was one door next to me, which was the guy that you met. His name, I forgot his name. 50% I forgot his name. 50% I don't want to say it on air.
Oh. So
I do, but I.
Did you forget the name or not?
Well, I forgot, but then I remembered, and now I just don't want to say it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so, you know, I talked with him. We went out a few times and whatever. But after the few times that we actually did go out, we realized that we're completely different. And it's not like, and I'm not saying just because you're different doesn't mean you can't be close. It's just, you know, not everyone's meant to be friends or close. Even.
No, I'm not.
No, but yeah, it just didn't work out. He went, and after that I kind of just gave up, because while I was friends with him, I was just observing the other 3 flatmates, and they were on some shit. Like, I was not gonna try with them. But yeah, and that was it. And then I hoped that I would get closer with people in my course.
You did.
And I did. And almost everyone that I was close with last year,
You're not close with anyone.
I'm not close with this year. I'm not even going to say I was close with them last year. It was just...
Everybody last year thought they were close.
Yeah, it was first year. Like, I thought, fuck yeah, you know? Like, we're all going out together and shit.
Oh my God, I'm drinking with these people.
Oh my God, I'm drinking with these people. Like, I thought this is it. I thought this is the shit.
Yeah, that's it.
And then second year hit. Or not even second year, the end of first year hit. And it was just a big whoosh, slope down for me in terms of social circle. And it was completely different. I was distant from the people who I, for the first half or first 3/4 of the year, was close with, quote unquote, and now I'm with these new people. And then...
Who knows if you're going to be close with them next year?
Exactly. Who knows, man? Like, in first year, I was really like, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. You really never know.
But that's because the foundations are not strong.
Yeah.
That's because the foundations of these friendships are, as I said in the beginning,
based on alcohol.
I'm here. These are my flatmates, or I'm here. These are my course mates. Let's drink.
Yeah, I'm here, so I might as well.
Like, these are my friends because this is by default. People by default. You find them, let's drink, let's go out, and that's it.
Yeah, because people are scared of trying to play the waiting game of being like, okay, I don't want to be friends with these people, so I'm just going to wait. And the right people, I will meet them. They will meet me eventually.
I'm not saying don't speak to anybody until you find the right people. I'm saying, sure, speak, but don't think you have friends. Accept the fact that you're alone.
Yeah, I think people just don't want to accept that. And it's understandable to me.
Yeah, because they, again, shove down our throats things like alone equals bad. Should not be alone. Diversity, more friends.
It's like this, the whole... I scroll through Twitter, through Instagram, and it's all like, I need a man, I need a woman, I need a significant other, otherwise I'm sad, or there's something wrong with me.
That's a whole different thing.
Well, it's pretty
kind
comparable.
of related, yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole idea that you need significant others or friends around you
to feel fine.
Which is completely wrong.
Not even good, fine.
Fine.
Because to be fair, when you reach to find these people, because everybody's like, don't look for love, love will find you.
Yeah.
You know, nobody says that about friends. Why? Friends are just as important as love.
Yeah.
Why look for friends? Why reach? Why lie to yourself that these are your friends when they are so clearly not? And when you have such a clear difference between the two of you and the three of you or the five of you. Like, see, last year in my seminar group, I had people who I liked 7 out of 10, sometimes 9 out of 10.
Mm.
I unfortunately didn't get too close with them because I don't know why. Like, I've never had a problem with people until I came here because I'm so different than them. And I'm not saying different as in I'm a special snowflake, I'm so much smarter or whatever. I'm just different.
It's kind of reversed for me. I just didn't know how to make friends. I wasn't close to people before I came to uni. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, just like snap. And I don't know how.
Because everybody, when they come here, they think, this is it. I'm a new person. Nobody knows me here. Mm-hmm. I can be anybody I want. I chose to still be myself, but apparently it didn't work anymore. Although it always worked. I've always had a friend group. I've always had a best friend. It took me 6 months to find my best friend last year. You know?
Yeah.
In high school, I found my best friend on the first school day. In my class. I didn't... And we stuck together. We sat down on the same desk, and the last day of high school, we were still on the same desk 5 years. And if you ask me, who do you want to sit next to today? I'm still going to sit next to her.
Yeah.
That's Joanne. In preschool as well. Found my best friend on the first day of preschool. still friends with her 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's not hard. Just don't base your friendships on alcohol, and just because you've been taught that you have to have friends. And because I didn't do that, because I didn't want to base that around that, because I tried speaking to them, but the conversation was boring. It was boring me. I didn't want to. I sat down with people with my previous seminar group and with my current seminar group, and many times the conversation was just about nights out.
Yeah. And then it was so mind-blowing when we watched Love Island.
And they speak
Love
about the
Island.
same things.
And they speak about the same things. I was like, surely this is a uni thing, right?
Yeah.
But then you watch these
20,
anywhere between 20 to 30
even
aged people,
yeah.
even more, even less sometimes, speaking about the same things. And I thought maybe this would change as the episodes progress and as people got to know each other more. But no, I came to the realization this is it.
And I always catch myself wanting to find an excuse, being like, all right, Bournemouth Uni is like a shit tire uni, right? It's like everybody here is like not a great student. Maybe they're just all...
I'm so surprised at how we have the best television production course in all the land.
Imagine the other television production courses.
Can you imagine? Keep in mind, just because it's the best doesn't mean it's great.
No.
It's in comparison.
It's the least sucky.
It's the least sucky. It's the one with the most alumni. So people are like, hey,
The best one.
haha, hey guys, look at my alumni.
Animation though.
Animation. Yeah,
animation.
they go on like Avengers and
They're in some
big shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and I think to myself, okay, maybe Bournemouth is just with like 8 out of 10 people are like this. Maybe if I go to Oxford, it's going to be different. I haven't been to Oxford yet, but when I go, I'm going to let you know, guys, if people still talk about going out all the time.
I think you would appreciate people in London, especially if you go to the right uni. Because I've met some people there, and some of them are completely different than what we just described.
That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my friend from home, Evil, he got accepted to go to Tokyo for university.
Mm-hmm.
He's going in April. But before that, he applied to Sophia University with mathematics and something. So, and he went there. And he had some... he met a lot of people, and he said that a lot of the people who came from small towns were just less talkative.
Mm-hmm.
The conversation with them flowed less. It was less flowy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that people from small towns or villages or whatever are not worth talking to. Of course not. For 100% they are. But I'm saying that maybe the mindset of the small town kind of dumbs you down a bit because everybody knows each other there, especially back in Bulgaria.
It's like if you stayed in Bournemouth for the rest of your life.
That's what I mean. And then he said something. Imagine then somebody going to like
London.
I don't know, Pleven. That's a city in Bulgaria to study university, and that's the same as somebody going to Bournemouth. They're going to the small town to study.
Yeah.
So maybe their personality is just a small town personality.
Maybe they realize it and that's just what they want to do.
And vice versa. There's a lot of people from small towns who have a big town personality, and they naturally find their way. I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people who have been born in small towns, but they need to go and see what's up and what's out there.
For their own sake.
Yeah, because,
Yeah.
I think we're straying away.
I think we are too.
I want to go back to the forced diversity. Because my perspective to loneliness is like, you have spent a lot of time here.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Overall, I have, yeah.
But also, that's another. You say I had time to get used to the people,
Mhm.
and now it's easier for me to make friends here based on the fact that I know them. But Nia, my best friend, she came here 7 or 8 years ago, and she still, to this day, does not have English friends. But then again, she's a bit of a sociopath. Like, she's a bit hard with friendships.
Yeah.
Love you.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I just changed. I did change a lot. So it's not like I need 5 years to change. I change every year the way I am. Zoe's showing me her legs, and I'm amused at what's on it. Hair that's on it.
My leg is a bit hairy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I lost track of what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I tend to develop a lot, whether for good or worse. I think it's always for the better. I don't know. I feel like even if you dumb yourself down, in the end, that's natural selection. That's on you. You could say it's because of where you are and because you were forced to be in this environment. That's why you're like dumbed down than what you were 2 years ago or 3 years ago. But no, I think it's about how you react in these places and how you develop and whatnot.
When you said dumbed down, I've had so many different monologues in my head on about why I don't have friends here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I do have friends here, but why I can't click with my course mates the way they click with each other.
Yeah.
And I've always been like, okay, maybe it's my problem. Maybe I am just too poetic. Maybe I'm going too far. Maybe people don't want to talk about heavy shit all the time, which is true. They don't. And
Yeah.
I don't either, by the way. But, you know, people see me as that person for some reason. And I've tried sitting down and talking about nights out and drinking and like basic stuff, scraping the surface. But it just annoys me. It's like, it's not enjoyable to me. I don't think I should do that. I don't think anybody should do that. If you don't enjoy it, you shouldn't change your ways or the things you want to talk about just to find friends.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, I don't enjoy because I have a different outlook on it. And I think my outlook is very, I don't know, more me viewing and watching than looking and being like, I don't know how to explain it too well. I'm on the spot. But I've said this before, like when I go on a night out, when I go to a house party, whatever, the way I am is more, I watch things like I'm watching it through a lens. That's
So you observe them.
I like observing. I'm the type of guy who likes to observe and not in a creepy way. I like to understand and see what's going on.
Me too.
And
But nothing's going on, Dan.
I still think it's interesting.
What?
I don't like. It's almost like saying the Kardashians is a dumb show.
No, that's nothing. That's not comparable.
Well,
It is dumb. If this was real life.
it's dumb, but it was made to be dumb.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So if this was real life, if the Kardashians were on my course, I would not want to be friends with them. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not saying I want to be
them-
friends with them. I'm saying
But I don't find them
it's
amusing.
interesting. I don't know. It's not amusing to me. It's interesting. Which
Okay, let's put it like that.
mm-hmm.
I find these people and conversations interesting on Love Island
Mm-hmm.
because it's a show. And because
That's how I see it.
But it's not a show.
I know.
But wait, let me finish. On Love Island,
Mm-hmm.
I see it as amusing and interesting because it baffles me how this is on TV and these people are saying these things. And it's just basically made for you to watch people scrape the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's that. It's aimed for you to watch this, you know? But this is real life. These people are your industry's future. These people are politics in the future. These people are everything that's going to be here. Okay? And it's not amusing or interesting to me because however long I observe, it doesn't change. It doesn't bring me anything. It doesn't do anything for me. And I wanted to. And sometimes maybe it sometimes does. If I've had a long day and I want to talk about my night out last week. I don't know. I don't think it should be like a TV show.
Well, that's the thing. Ignorance is bliss. I'm not ignorant about it. I am aware of how terrifying and dreadful this is. But I choose to put myself in a situation where instead of worrying about it constantly and instead of dreading on how this is the future of the world, I just sit back.
Why?
Well, what am I going to do? Am I going to yell at everyone that I meet?
You always say that. And I always think to myself, what a genius response. But in reality, nobody's asking you to yell. That's not a resolution. I would like it to be because it would be fun. But I don't think you should yell at anybody. I think you should...
Unfortunately, where I am right now, I have almost zero power to do anything. And that might sound lazy. And it is. It really is. Because you can still make effort to do something. It depends on where your priorities are. But it's more... If I'm a filmmaker one day, hopefully, and I can make content, I'll make stimulating content to stimulate people.
You can make stimulating conversations to stimulate people.
Yeah.
I try every time. If I find anybody who would like to speak to me, I would try to engage them in a stimulating conversation so that they can go back home and maybe think about something, which is something else rather than Cameo or Old Fire Station.
That's but yeah, it's the two types of people. The one type that cares enough to try and make a difference in people, and the other that chooses to sit back and watch in all its mighty glory.
I don't know.
And
it's kind of annoying to me that you want to do that. I'm kind of annoyed at that type of person.
Yeah. I'm actively choosing to not put too much effort into it.
What?
Because I understand that my efforts might not be entirely futile.
Maybe that's why I'm lonely. Maybe that's why I don't have friends. Because I try. I don't try to have friends. I try to push people to become something that they're not. And maybe I should just give up and realize that everybody, or not everybody, but many, many people are just not interested, ignorant, and not interesting at all.
I don't think you should, because with me, I never gave up because I never started. I never had the intention of changing
finding people who are interesting.
No, not finding people who are interesting. I didn't have any interest in trying to change people from what.
I don't think I'm trying to change them.
Trying to educate them.
I'm not in the position to educate anybody. I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
I'm in my second year of uni. I'm being educated myself. I'm not educating anybody. I'm just reaching to find some spark somewhere in this godforsaken land. Anybody who wants to speak about something interesting. Literally anybody. I've been to 2 seminar groups. That's 40 people, Daniel. Can you show me one? Because I don't see.
I mean...
Or maybe it's me. I think it's me. Like, that's... See? I mean, it's so weird because you never know. Like, you never know if it's you or if it's others. And, logically, you could think, they're more. So maybe they're right. And then you naturally will think, yeah, it's me. I'm a weirdo. That's why I'm an outsider. But then you see statistics and you remember that this is the nation who voted Brexit without knowing what the European Union is. And you think maybe I'm not the weirdo after all. And then you get confused. But then some of them have interesting character. Nobody is dumb. Nobody is disinteresting. Everybody has a story to tell. And everybody has personality. It's just they need a spark. They need somebody to tell them, hey, this is something interesting, do it. Or, you need to throw the ball before you can tell your dog to fetch it. Not to compare anybody to a dog.
Because I know you like to do that a lot.
So you know what I mean? Like, there needs to be a start somewhere. And everybody, like, everywhere it's like that. It's not only Britain. Every country has ignorant people. Mm-hmm. Every country has people who don't speak about interesting things. But how come did I find more friends in my high school, which was 2,000 people, ever, than here in this university with however many?
Culture.
Yeah, because we have differences. Mm-hmm. Because I'm Bulgarian and I can't change that. No matter the fact that last year I had a British accent, I'm not like... A British accent doesn't change who you are. Unfortunately. Or fortunately.
I wonder how things would have changed if I didn't have this accent.
I don't know.
Just my very Arabic, scary voice.
I don't know.
Who knows? But that's besides the point.
Yeah. Because everybody who comes here starts becoming more English. Mm-hmm. And that's understandable. We start dressing like them. It's normal.
It's natural.
People. Yeah.
It's survival.
It's 20 years old, shopping in the same shops because everybody has the same bursary. And we all go to H&M and we all go to Zara and we all go to ASOS and stuff. And so we end up looking fairly similar with like different styles and stuff, but still the same jeans, just styled in 3, 5, or 5 different ways, But we start looking alike. I started wearing my hair in ways I've never worn it before because I saw it in British girls. I started wearing more bronzer because British girls wear more bronzer. When I came here, I was finally encouraged to wear the makeup I wanted to wear because back in Bulgaria, being natural is on a pedestal and everybody wants to look natural. Mm-hmm. And nobody likes bronzer and fake tan and lashes and stuff. Nobody wears lashes in Bulgaria. Here, girls wear lashes to lectures. And I was finally like, oh, okay, I guess I can wear black eyeliner at 9 a.m. And I did, and it was fun. And when you start looking like this nation that you are living in right now, which is natural and not bad, you start thinking that maybe you are part of it, and your brain gets confused, but you're not. And when you go to on the way to university, which is, by the way, considered the most... the most accepting place that you could be in, university. And in the underway, there is, I puke on you, disgusting European scum, written on the wall. That's true. I have a picture of that.
Really?
Yeah. Literally next to uni. It was something like that. But there was the words, you disgusting European scum. And... somebody was so passionate about this statement in university, probably because that was literally next to uni. I don't want to assume, but, It's Winton, so it's literally only students. Somebody was passionate enough to pull out a marker and stand up and write this on the wall and think, yes, maybe it was a joke.
No. Well, it's not a joke. But the thing is... this type of stuff is shown in Lebanon as well. I don't know about Bulgaria.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It is, and it's horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. It's everywhere.
But in Bulgaria, nobody tries to hide it. In Bulgaria, nobody lies to me. In Bulgaria, there are Nazis walking on the streets. There is something we call a Lukov Marsh. If Joanne is listening to this, she's going to diss me because many people believe this is not a Nazi thing, but it's actually a Nazi thing. It's a Nazi. There's Nazi marches in the streets of Bulgaria still. And it's horrible. And it's bad. But we know it's true. Nobody is hiding it. Everybody's like, yep, that's Nazi march.
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
I mean, in Lebanon, it's the same thing. Everything's out there for you.
Yeah. And
see.
It's bad. But here, seeing a prospectus for university and thinking, dude, I'm going to go there and I'm going to be involved. I'm going to be in this community. I'm not going to be alone. And coming here and reading You Disgusting European Scum on the wall next to uni. Thanks, guys, for telling me. Yeah, you know. And there are Bulgarian people who are involved, and I know a lot of them. I know my previous classmate is in Sheffield right now. She's very involved, but she's also involved with international people, mostly. Like, in order to be involved as an international student, you need to make so much effort. And you're still not going to be involved in the normal things that they do. You're going to be involved in societies, which not many people are interested in. Not many.
No.
Or you're going to be involved in, like, we're doing something called the One World Festival in March, on the 5th of March, which I know about and a lot of other international students know about. But somebody came up to me on Refreshers Fair and asked me, why is there a Bulgarian society and no other? They asked me, why is there, he bent over to me and he was like, I'm sorry, why is there a Bulgarian society and there are no other international societies?
And if he turned 90 degrees to his right, he would have seen
all the rest of
all the rest of the society.
Fucking 15 international societies. And I was like, yeah, that's it. And then he was like, but what would happen if I sign up? And I was like, well, you're going to go to the Bulgarian Society meetings. And he was like, what do you do? I was like, well, we haven't done any yet, but we're planning on, getting together, getting to know each other, watching movies. And he heard movies and he was like, oh, movies? How am I going to watch Bulgarian movies? And I was thinking to myself, God bless you. You summer child thinking that ever in my life, I've not watched a movie with subtitles. Bless you for not knowing that people watch movies with subtitles and how I've been 11 years old on Christmas asking my mom to read for me from the television, or I don't know, well, I could read at 11, maybe like 5, to read to me the subtitles in Bulgarian because all the movies we watched were in English. I got angry.
Yeah. But then again, that's one dumbass.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, like these types of situations where I'm not saying it's just these few people, but these types of scenarios where this one person does that thing from the Bulgarian society, or
they don't speak about the whole nation, of course, no.
Of course not, no. And there's always going to be dumbasses out there, especially in a country this big, even though it's not too big. But I don't know. It's just a thing that happens. I mean,
it's natural. It's natural.
It is natural. It's natural.
That's why we have countries. That's why we have borders. I'm not saying that I'm some kind of a nationalist. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm the least nationalist person ever. I've never been. But we have countries and languages and everything for a reason. And I'm not saying that universities have to tell us, well, come here from Romania and you're not going to have friends, dude. That's it. You're going to be alone. I'm just saying, find another way. Don't trick me into this, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. But they just have a set up system here that they're going by. And I don't know how long the system of this type of advertisement has been going on, but they just follow it. It's a structure that they follow, and I don't know when or if they're open to change. Hopefully they are. But who knows, man? Like I don't think what's happening now is going to change. At least not for a while. No,
me neither.
I don't think it's going to change.
Because globalization is a thing, and everybody wants to globalize, and everybody wants to believe they're globalizing where they're clearly not, which shows in the 2 literal biggest votes in the history of voting, which were the choosing of the man who wants to build a wall between 2 countries and the people who want to remove Britain from the European Union. So, globalization, guys, the media is like, we're all one. This is all one. We are in Lion King right now.
Meanwhile, the majority of these countries are voting for
division. They want division.
Yeah. And people always say, that's the old generation voting for these.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's really not. I mean, I guess there were some statistics for Brexit, and maybe the old generation wants to divide, but the young generation surely doesn't want to globalize. They might not want to divide either. I think they just don't care, which is worse than wanting to divide.
Although, I don't know. That's the thing. There was so much confusion with Brexit and the presidential vote in America.
Yeah.
Because the things that were advertised to them were not for America. With America, Trump from the beginning was like wall.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say anything about that. But for Brexit, the main reason for the split wasn't division from Europe. It was more NHS, I guess, based. But people were tricked.
That was one of the things.
But people were tricked. However, I don't know. Do you think there's going to be another referendum? Like, it's so back and forth. It's hilarious.
It's because in order to make that decision as a country, you need to deeply understand the connections between your own country and this so-called union.
Before you even put it up to the majority vote.
Yeah, you need to... No. The majority needs to understand.
Yeah, they need to understand.
They also need to understand what will happen if they go out or if they stay in. And I mean, not understand from the campaigners, but understand for themselves. There are numerous of pages on the internet with information telling you what the European Union provides to Britain and what the European Union takes away from Britain. And if these people, before going to vote and taking a Snapchat or Instagram post, I voted, if they just took 1 or 2 hours of their day beforehand to read and to understand and to familiarize themselves with the decision they're making, maybe the outcome would have been different. Or maybe I'm being cynical.
Yeah.
Again, who knows?
It's a lot of fear mongering.
What does that mean?
Just people creating fear, and from fear, people are scared to not diverge from other places.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I always say that. I always say that both of the votes were fear-based.
Have you ever heard of Alex Jones?
No, I'm gonna sound
No.
very uneducated.
He's this American guy. He's a big joke, to say the least, and he does exactly in all of his videos fear mongering. There's this whole, he. Oh my God, I don't want to talk about him because it's a joke, because there's a lot to dive into. If you don't know who Alex Jones is, bless you. And also good for you. Don't YouTube him. Don't Google him.
Okay.
Unless...
Is he a bearded guy?
No.
Okay.
He said, and I quote, "They're putting chemicals in the water to turn the frogs gay." End quote.
Same.
Yeah.
Mood.
And this isn't like some joke. It's not like some little practical joke. Haha. I'm like some political prankster. No.
Prankster.
This guy sells medicine, which he claims reverses what the water in America does to you. Brainwashing, quote unquote.
Listen, I'm not saying no to any conspiracy theories. So if you tell me that the water in America is poisoned to turn me gay, I'm going to question that for the rest of my life. And if I ever go to America, I'm going to buy one of those little jugs that filter it.
Yeah, that's what he sells, except his one has like some weird...
No, this is what I won't trust, because I'm going to be like, wait, what if your little medicine is actually making me gayer?
Yeah. Who can you trust? No one.
No one.
Loneliness. Loneliness, guys.
We should stop. It's been 79 minutes.
79 minutes?
Yeah, we should stop.
No, we shouldn't stop immediately. We should
wrap it up.
We should wrap it up.
Okay. Well, I was very morbid in this episode, as ever.
Yeah, I was trying to contrast that.
Yes. Thank you.
Not intentionally, but...
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to say, as my sign out, I don't blame English people for shit, okay? I blame the system for lying to us that globalizing and not being lonely in a different country is possible. Because it's not. You will be lonely, and it will take a lot of effort to find people that like you and that you like, because you're very different naturally. You've grown up in different environments. For fuck's sake, you wash dishes in different ways. So chill out and don't think that you're going to come to uni and be like it was in High School Musical, because it won't. Nobody's going to be that nice to you.
Yeah.
And that's all. I mean, if anybody wants to be my friend, I'm here. Hi, please be my friend, because I don't have any English friends. Literally as raw and as transparent as I can be. I don't. So, oh well, I do have one English friend. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he thinks we're friends.
Okay.
But I find him a friend. So
I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a good way to end it on. We should ask a question for people.
Oh yeah. Are you lonely?
Are you lonely? That's it.
Are you lonely?
Are you lonely? Just
nobody answers these.
Well,
sometimes.
Either way, it's in their head.
Yeah.
This question's in their head. When
I
they
don't
listen
need
to
you
this.
to tell me. Just ask.
We don't need you
yourself.
to tell us. Just ask yourselves. Are you lonely?
Okay, guys. Thank you for listening to this.
Yeah. New episodes every
Soon.
week.
I hope so.
Soon, every week.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Signing
you.
off.
Bye. That was Zoe.
And this was Dan.
And this was the Dan and Zoe podcast. Okay, bye.
Bye.